All of us women are in the same boat. We don't recognize what is happening in other women's lives for one simple reason. The women do not speak up and speak out. And this is absolutely essential if the wound, the pus-filled wounds, are to be excavated and healed. So women out there, we all have a job to do. We are all stronger together, yes, even though I have serious issues with a lot of women who buy into the male domination and try to be men in the corporate world or in business. They have their jobs cut out for them as well. Speak your truth, ladies. It is absolutely essential that you do. No one can harm you. Nothing can harm you. Pooja is saying, if we speak also, no one will trust people and their doubt, people will doubt that I'm wrong. Pooja, no, it does not matter what other people think. It does not matter what other people think, and this is what we bought into. Because girls were told to be quiet, girls were taught to shut up and not speak their truth. But the bottom line is, if and when you do not speak your truth, who is held in the prison? It's you, Pooja. It's us. I have always spoken out, although it is true a lot of times, and I was reminded about this, I was not using my voice, which is very, very powerful. And it's the dog, this magnificent creature, who has been helping me. Because there are lots of things I don't speak. But Pooja, it doesn't matter if people don't believe you. That hurts. Listen, it's like when I was raped by this man's grandfather, the 14-year-old sperm donor's grandfather, somewhere between 9 and 11. My mother rejected me and rejected what I told her. Okay? That destroyed my life until I had to take control and get it out of my system. It created a crash in my life. That's where the suicidal depression came in. But then I got my power back. So, Pooja, speak your truth. You are going to have to do some cleansing. You are going to do some forgiving of yourself to get rid of the energy. Because the more you hold in that energy, is the more the poison debilitates and minimizes you. So, do some cleansing. You have to do a lot of forgiving. You need to let it go, Pooja. And then you write it out. You write out the pain. You write out the tears. You write out the sorrow. You spew out the poison onto those pages. And then you do a ceremony and you burn it, Pooja. And you allow it to go back to God. And that way you lighten your heart. You lighten your spirit. And then you go out and you speak your truth. And if you cannot speak your truth to the people who you feel should know, you write them a letter. Because you see, anything written and read can never be forgotten. Never. It is now indelible in the person's mind. If it is fear that is causing you to not speak, because that again is what girls were taught, and we grew up as women believe in this bullshit. It is always behind there, which is why women who suffer mobbing, that's what we call it in French, which is office harassment, unwanted sexual advances in the office, etc. That's the reason why they don't speak. And also there is the fear of losing their jobs. Women have been through it and we are still going through it. However, you have to speak your truth. You have to find a way to get the crap out of you. And if writing is what it's all about, because once you are an adult, you are responsible for your finances. What is someone going to do to you? What can anyone do to you? What? They won't speak to you again? Okay. But that means that they didn't love you in the first place. Not love, they didn't respect you. Right? But that also means, Pooja, and listen to this carefully, it means that they don't respect themselves because they want to be loved, and consequently they will continue to lie to themselves constantly, all the time, and hide, and that creates diseases. It creates illnesses. And when you see these females, adults in their old age, like my mother, with all their illnesses, the fact that they cannot walk straight, the fact that they are crippled by pain, those are the symptoms or the results of the trauma that they experience, and their mentality, the hate for others and the self-hate that they cannot get out of now, and it has crippled them in their old age. It's very sad, but those are just the facts of the situation. So I just had to come on to share this, beautiful souls, and say, ladies, speak your truth. Look after yourselves. You have to put yourself first, because when you don't put yourself first, other people are going to walk over your ass. That's just the way it is. This continues and will continue until every single woman on this planet stands up, until every single woman on this planet brings up and educates her girl children that they are beautiful, that they have rights, that they must develop their self-respect, that they must put themselves first, and they must never allow anyone, particularly a male, not even their brother, to diminish them in any way. And then the boys in the family must be taught to respect women, to respect their sisters, to respect their girls. And that is how the change will be made. Right now, women are still teaching their girls that they are inferior to the boys, their own brothers. The girls are taught to be soft and meek and not speak out, and the boys are told that they can run wild. That is the situation in the world across the planet, except in Nordic countries. We all have a lot of catching up to do. And a lot of women are in very terrible situations right now. And then we have the racial aspect, where, for instance, in war-torn Ukraine, it was shown on television again and again where these white Europeans blocked the Africans and Indians working in their country from getting on the trains to be safe like every other citizen. And then the Ukrainians on public radio are asking, why are there so many black people in their country? It's not the black people, you know. They feel helpless and they are looking for a target. And this goes right back to Nazism. So yes, we have a lot of problems in the world, but we can only deal with our world. And our world starts right here, in our hearts. So ladies, be love, show love, put yourself first, love yourself first, tell yourself that I love you every single bloody day. I love you, Pooja. And on that note, I'm going to say ciao.